Now on Good Morning Northwest, DOGE targets the Pentagon and has another case of firings and rehirings, this time at NASA.
We're awaiting another round of light snow coming in. Yeah, we're not going to see a lot out of it, and it's going to be a changing weather pattern. We're going to have those changes coming your way.
And it's reveal day for the 4 News Now Extreme team. It took on 2 special projects. One for a local nonprofit doing critical work with babies born addicted to drugs, and the other one of those babies and her new family. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nancy. It is Wednesday, hump day, February 19th. Let's check in with Mark and our first alert forecast.
Did you say that correctly? You did not.
Oh, say it.
Hump day! Okay, thank you. 28 is our current condition out into the West Plains, 24 into Coeur d'Alene. It's a great ad campaign. You'll have to Google it if you don't remember it. Taking a look at the 4 things that we want you to know about. Those side roads getting out of your neighborhoods are crunchy, they're slippery, they're icy. Sidewalks, parking lots as well. Go slow, take it easy. Light snow before noon moving into our area. It's going to turn slushy later on this afternoon and then refreezing overnight, of course, with a warmer, rainy weekend coming in. Right now, 30 into Deer Park, 24 into Hayden. You got 28 into Fairchild. Everybody's dry right now, but that's all going to change. We are going to see the continuation of some of that weather sneaking into our area. We're tracking it right now into the Central Basin. It's just on the other side of Harrington. So, yeah, we're going to be seeing it this morning. There's no doubt about that. What will we see? An inch or so. It's going to then change over to rain by the afternoon, or rain-snow mix, certainly into the lower elevations. 35 will be our high today, and the wind's relatively light.
Mark, thanks. Well, we start this morning with an update on a deadly crash near Colville that we first brought you last night. Highway 395 is now fully back open this morning. It was closed about 15 miles south of Colville for several hours last night due to this crash. As we reported, 1 woman died when her car hit a semi on Highway 395. Washington State Patrol says 49-year-old Dana Wilkins of Deer Park was heading north when she crossed into oncoming traffic and hit the semi. She was not wearing a seatbelt and died at the scene. Well, this morning, President Trump is defending the mass firing of government workers.
It comes as U.S. officials say staffers with the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, were at the Pentagon this week receiving lists of the military's probationary employees. It's unclear whether all probationary personnel will be fired. The affected personnel would likely include defense civilians still new to their jobs. Meanwhile, sources say DOGE reversed its decision to terminate 10% of NASA's workforce. And this week, officials are scrambling to rehire workers at the National Nuclear Security Administration.
Some of these workers focused on nuclear weapon security were immediately rehired. Do you have any concerns about how these terminations have
No, not at all. I think we have to just do what we have to do. In some cases, they'll fire people and then they'll put some people back, not all of them, because a lot of people were let go. Don't forget, I got elected on the basis of making our government stronger and smaller.
The president's comments come as a federal judge declined to issue a temporary restraining order by 14 state attorneys general. They wanted the judge to block Elon Musk and DOGE from firing employees or accessing sensitive information from half a dozen departments. New on Good Morning Northwest, the Trump administration's Russia-Ukraine envoy is in Kyiv today. Keith Kellogg is expected to meet Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The visit comes a day after talks in Saudi Arabia involving Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Russian officials. Notably missing from that meeting were any representatives from Ukraine. Also yesterday, President Donald Trump said Ukraine started the conflict. However, you'll remember it began when Russian forces invaded the country 3 years ago.
As egg prices hit record highs at grocery stores, more and more people are turning to local farms for those farm fresh eggs. Edmonds Eggs is a local farm that sells eggs and chicks here in Spokane and North Idaho. As the bird flu causes egg prices to soar, they say their business has been booming. Now, this is Kate Hall's chicken coop. She raises chickens for Edmonds Eggs. Hall says their hens produce about 12 eggs a day. Now, before the nationwide egg shortage, she said they'd usually have a surplus of those eggs, forcing her to give them away. But now, so many people want farm fresh eggs, she says it's hard to keep up with the demand.
We've seen at least a 50% increase in people wanting eating eggs this year, but we've seen an 80% increase in people wanting to buy chicks and start their own backyard flock.
Edmonds Eggs now has to sell on a first-come, first-served basis. Well, this morning, investigators are analyzing these new images of that Delta plane crash in Toronto.
Now, they are looking for clues as to what caused the jet to flip upside down, bursting into flames. ABC's Allison Cossack has the newest information.
This video shows the moment that Delta jet crash landed in Toronto, its landing gear appearing to collapse, the wing hitting the ground, sparking flames, the plane then flipping onto its back.
Looks like a very normal approach. The airplane is stable, they're not fighting it, even though the winds are high, so it looks like it's going to be a great landing. We watch it all the way till it gets to about 10 or 20 feet above the ground. It's still a very normal landing. Then something happened in those last 10 or 20 feet where a big rate of descent developed for some reason.
All 80 people on board survived.
We were coming in pretty hot. You know, it seemed like it was a very rough landing, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, we're rolling to the right. What's going on?
There was a giant firewall down the side. I could actually feel the heat through the glass. And then we were going sideways. I'm not even sure how many times we tumbled, but we ended upside down.
Passengers were left suspended by their seatbelts.
Everything, drop it. Come on.
Flight attendants standing on the ceiling of the plane, helping everyone get out.
A lot of people praying, a lot of people saying, oh, no, 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 no. And when it finally ended and it was dead quiet, you know, everybody leapt into action. Everybody was helping their neighbor.
At the time of landing, winds were gusting up to 40 miles per hour.
As it crashed, we saw that the right main landing gear gives way. You see the snow getting kicked up. It leans on the right wing. It punctures the fuel tank, and as it begins to burn, it skids to the right. At that point, the left wing is getting enough air over it that it flips the airplane up onto its back.
The plane's black boxes have been recovered, and 19 of the 21 passengers who were injured have been released from the hospital. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
If you actually do want to get on a plane, a budget-friendly option will soon be returning to the Spokane airport. Frontier Airlines will return to the area May 20th, with direct flights to Denver being offered 3 days a week for really cheap to start.
Yeah, I was going to say, some good deals. If you want to plan a little trip to Denver, that would be a good time.
Let's see if I can take some time off.
7 minutes after 6. You're talking about time off because your retirement is in what, like a week?
Yeah,
a week
you'll
and a
have
half.
lots of time.
I'm not counting, but it's 8 days until my semi-retirement. The Extreme Team, of course, continues. So does the rain for the weekend. It's going to be one of those weekends. We're going to be doing some stuff indoors, or you're going to be out enjoying some rain. Look at that beautiful sunrise. Almost sunrise, at least. We're going to have a full check of the forecast coming up.
February is Black History Month, and I'll tell you how Spokane is celebrating coming up.
And they targeted NBA and NFL players, including Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, stealing millions of dollars worth of their stuff. Coming up, what we know about the 7 men arrested for the Major League burglaries.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters, and every path leads to new possibilities.
Get $3,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the fan favorite cowboy pizza right now at papamurphys.com.
I just turned 37 and I found a lump. By the time that I had it checked out and was able to get in and see a doctor and all that, I was at stage 3. Part of the reason I think that I didn't go get it checked out right away is that I was really scared. When I got the call, it was gone. It was such a huge relief. Even if you don't feel that it's in you, that you have a lump or you have a reason to get checked, you are a woman, get checked.
My name is Paul Daglin. I've been with Granite Concepts for coming on 19 years now. From the beginning, it's all about customer satisfaction and quality because we want you to be happy. Technology has changed the game of what we can do. If you could do it with wood, you basically can have it done in stone. At Granite Concepts, we want you to feel at home.
If it warms you up, cools you down, connects you, entertains you, if it fries it, freezes it, cooks it, curls it, dries it, washes it, lights it. With humble beginnings in Airway Heights and Cheney, we're now also serving Northern Idaho. And when electrical is the problem, you need Holiday. Fixed rider is free. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
It is just about 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. 7 men have been charged in connection with nationwide burglaries of professional athletes' homes.
According to a federal criminal complaint unsealed now, the defendants have been targeting athletes from the NFL and the NBA, including the homes belonging to Kansas City Chiefs players Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Now, the burglaries took place from October to December of last year. The complaint states that the men are Chilean nationals and alleges they are members of a South American theft group. If convicted, they could each face a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison.
Many minors who migrate to the U.S. alone will soon be on their own in the court system. The Trump administration has ordered legal service providers to stop working with unaccompanied migrant children. The Department of Interior sent the order to the Acacia Center for Justice. It is a nonprofit assisting nearly 26,000 children released from the custody of the Office of Refugee Resettlement. Immigrant rights advocates say the move will force minors to represent themselves in immigration court. This order, however, is unlikely to impact children who are already represented.
In our 10-second takeaway on this midweek Wednesday, light snow moving in. It's going to then change to that mix of rain, snow, slippery side roads and sidewalks, and of course those parking lots. 35 the high today.
Well, as pet owners, we always want the best when it comes to feeding our four-legged friends. And with so many choices out there, how do you know what is best for your pet? Well, Consumer Reports put 58 popular dog foods to the test, trying to answer the important question, is the food you're feeding your dog safe?
We found Listeria monocytogenes, which can be dangerous to pets and even more so to people, in a sample of Raw Bistro's free-range chicken entree and a sample of Viva for Dogs ground beef meal, both frozen raw dog foods.
What else did their investigation and tests reveal, and which foods are best to feed your dog? You can watch that special report coming up here tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, and a little special cameo from a very important four-legged friend in my life.
That's right.
Little Winnie making an appearance.
Little Winnie, can't wait. Was she well behaved?
She was.
Okay.
Yes, she was camera ready, I promise. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
Well, not to add any pressure, but the 4 News Now Extreme team has about 12 hours to finish a couple of very important projects. What the team has been doing, what it has to get done today, and some of the special people at the heart of it all just ahead.
And right after this commercial break, learn how Spokane organizations are promoting Black-owned businesses and how you can get involved.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings.
See your local GMC dealer.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors. 24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
It's the Hard Knock Life for us. One of the most popular musicals of all time is back. See Annie, Broadway's favorite orphan, live on stage in an all-new production, hailed by the Chicago Tribune as one of the best family musicals ever written. Annie is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. So clear away those sorrows and get your tickets to Annie today.
February 28th through March 2nd at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
When it comes to replacing your windows and doors, you have options. But not all are created equal. Choose Renewal by Andersen. Anderson brand products are rated #1 for quality, durability, and performance. It's no wonder our products are trusted more than Marvin and Pella. Not sure where to start or worried about upfront costs? Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. Research the rest, then go with the best. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
We are bringing caring for the person who is dying back into their own family.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about the family.
With the necessary supports to assure their comfort, symptom management, and accompaniment as they walk through those final days that for many can be very scary. With caring support can really be the fullness of living as a person dies.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:16. February is Black History Month, and several events are happening around our region to celebrate the voices of Black people here in our community.
And this weekend, the Carl Maxey Center is hosting its annual Black Business Expo at the MLK Center. Allison Martinez is live in studio telling us all about it.
Black History Month is a time to honor both the feats and the struggles of African Americans throughout the United States. Here in Spokane, the Carl Maxey Center makes this a priority year-round. The center is putting on the Sandy Williams Annual Black Business Expo this Saturday. There you will find opportunities to explore and connect with local Black-owned businesses and organizations. The Carl Maxey Center encourages everyone to attend, especially those who are new to the area and looking for community and services.
I want people to come away with a sense of feeling that the community is starting to reestablish itself within itself, and that the businesses are really starting to grow, and that there's opportunity for others.
The event is this Saturday at the MLK Center from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you're interested in putting your products or services on display, limited spots are available. You can find more details on how to attend on carlmaxeycenter.org. Reporting in studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
But she stole my heart from the very beginning.
That is Rebecca Pulowski's reaction when she first saw Miss M, as we're calling her, a baby she hopes to one day call her daughter. For safety reasons, we are calling the 2-year-old Miss M. At just a few months old, she was left at Maddie's Place, a local nonprofit dedicated to helping babies born addicted to drugs, along with helping their parents.
Well, Miss M needed to be on a feeding tube and had a hole in her heart. Last spring, she was diagnosed with a brain injury and cerebral palsy. But despite all of that, her foster parent says she's full of life like any other toddler.
I think it's a miracle. The way that she has just exploded developmentally, and the little person that she has developed into, and it is just a blessing to be a part of that.
Now, to help the Pulowskis, our Mark Peterson and the 4 News Now Extreme team helped build a bedroom for Miss M to grow into and call her own. But the Extreme team did not stop there. Over the last few days, they've also been making some upgrades to Maddie's Place so they can help more children in need, just like Miss M. Let's take a look with Mark to see what still needs to be done ahead of today's big reveal.
There's an old adage, never ask somebody to do something you're not willing to do yourself. Unfortunately, I do try to live by that. So the stoves that were here, they were commercial, they were old, and they were here for 15 years. Now, everything underneath them has stuck. We're going to get this cleaned up before we put in the new ovens that are not commercial. They're what these women will be using as they leave here and find their homes and start their lives. So they're going to know how to cook on them.
Really exciting. I think for me and for our whole team here, we have 80 staff at Maddie's Place, and I think we're all just super excited to be part of this, and just the excitement, the fact we're going to have a new kitchen, that the community cares that much, that KXLY cares that much. Personally, for me, the coverage that's been wrapped around it to have stories go out about our parents and our infants and what we're trying to do has been inspirational for all of us.
Today has been a crazy day. We've had a lot of painting to do. We've changed the colors up a little bit, trying to make them more warm, more welcoming, and just to change from the institutional white to add just a little bit of color. So we're going to be doing the trim. We're going to do walls in the kitchen. It's specialty paint. So we put TSP on yesterday. Now we're getting that paint on, and it will then adhere to the plastic. Action Furniture brought in what will be a small table that they can sit and they can have some breakfast, they can have conversation. And as we all know, the basis of a good home is sitting around a dinner table and having a good meal. So they're going to learn to cook, they're going to learn to relax, they're going to have some great colors, and I'm going to learn how to scrape, something I've known for a long time. For the Extreme Team, I'm Mark Peterson, 4 News Now. It was not pretty. We got her done, though.
Yeah, well, that's elbow grease.
So Rada Paint brought in the specialized paint just for the kitchen, plus all the other paint that we're using in the hallway in the different colors. Custom mixed, of course, did a beautiful job. Ferguson Kitchen and Bath supplied all of the appliances for free. So we cannot thank them enough. And then I have pictures. Yeah, how would you like these plumbers to show up at your house? Not your normal plumbers. That is Joshua and Dawson, who hooked up the gas stoves. They also repaired 3 other pieces within Maddie's house that needed attention, did not need another plumber to call. Also, we have a new cooling center. The walk-in fridge has a complete new unit because of Swanson Refrigeration. We'll talk about them more tonight. Tracking snow, we're going to see that snow start to work in. We have light snow that's just to the west, starting to load in and come in. So it's going to be a while, but it's going to get here, and we're going to see it. And then it's going to get a little warmer, and we're going to see that snow to rain mix. That's going to be for this afternoon. Tonight, there's a chance of a few scattered showers, 31 for the overnight low. So some of the warmer temperatures that we've seen, we're living them right now. 31 into Liberty Lake. Coeur d'Alene, you're at 28 degrees. We're going to see a continuation of increased moisture. It'll start as snow, changing over to rain snow mixed. That's going to happen again as we get through the noon hour. This afternoon, we're going to see that blend. Then it's going to move out, and things look pretty good for Thursday. Isolated mountain showers. Friday looks to be mostly dry, and then we're going to see the rain coming in for the weekend, and that is going to mean wet weather for us. Snowy weather into the mountains. Highs into the mid-30s all over the place. The planning forecast, that warming trend. Everyone's looking forward to it. Everyone's been talking about it. 37 Thursday, Friday 39. Then we're into the 40s. Bearing in mind 40s a normal high this time of year. Above normal, above average. Also above average rainfall, but temperatures nearing 50 degrees next week. Nearing 50. I'm rounding up.
Wow.
That's my new math.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm very excited about that.
It's going to feel incredible. Hey, it is now 6:23.
Tonight, in front of an expected sellout crowd, it's part 2 of the revived rivalry between the Zags and the Cougs. And after the break, we're hearing more from Washington State ahead of its home rematch against Gonzaga. That's coming up next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's a February flooring sale this week at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop, shop for wood.
Shop where the contractors go to get warehouse pricing on hundreds of exotic new looks. From water-resistant laminate flooring to vinyl and plank flooring with wider plank options that look like natural hardwoods. Windsor Plywood has a variety of fun items to give your home, office, or cabin a new look for the new year.
Windsor Plywood.
This year, make your home more energy efficient and beautiful with McVey Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Did you know McVey Brothers sells the popular Coeur d'Alene windows? And last year, the 6,000 Window and Doors Series won the prestigious Energy Star Efficiency Award. Well, right now, when you purchase a 6000 series window, we'll match your energy rebate based on current utility rebates. Plus, give you $500 off any roof you add to the job. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
The Wild is calling, and Wendell Ford has the answer.
Get behind the wheel of the new F-150 Wild Edition. Built for power and ready for any adventure. Starting at $399 per month.
Or take on the outdoors with the Bronco Sport Wild Edition. Built tough, rugged, and perfect for your next getaway. Only $299 per month.
Or go electric with the F-150 Lightning with 0% for 72 months. Plus, almost $15,000 in incentives and discounts.
Your next adventure starts at Wendell Ford at the Y on North Division.
Drive for generations.
If you're a dog owner like me, you want to make sure that your pup's food is safe. I'm Natalie Grant, and this is Winnie. From fresh to freeze-dried, what's the best choice for your pet? And how do you make sure it's not potentially dangerous? That's tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Do you really think you can fix this? You should have just called Andy's.
I can fix it. It's just a little...
We're freezing. You should have called Andy's. Yeah, they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Should have called Andy's.
Don't be like this guy. Call Andy's Heating and Cooling. So when the weather does this, your family does this. Go to andysheating.com for details on the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Carrier, turn to the experts.
They're the most vulnerable babies in our community, and Maddie's Place takes care of them. Now it's time for Maddie's Place to get help from the Extreme Team, along with helping one special baby get ready for what's next. 4 News Now's Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. Today is the day of one of the biggest matchups of the WCC basketball season. Gonzaga at Washington State down in Pullman. A key opportunity for the Cougs to get a much-needed revenge win. WSU returns Isaiah Watts to the starting lineup against the Zags, who was out with a hand injury for that 88-75 loss back in January. Watts has steadily improved since his return, scoring 8 at Pacific and USF, within 11, 15, and 12 points since. The sophomore guard spoke with the media today on his excitement to face the Zags. Head coach David Riley added his thoughts on having Watts back in the lineup this time around.
I'm that type of player that, just enjoys playing in front of big crowds, especially opposing crowds. I love to talk a little trash, so I'm going to make sure I talk some trash, tomorrow.
A great outside threat that can attack the rim and play make for us offensively and defensively, our best perimeter defender. And I think that's really important for us to have Isaiah back and playing with much better rhythm than he was the first couple games, and it's a weapon for us.
This game is the first of 3 home contests in a row for Washington State. They then host Santa Clara and San Diego in their next couple games. Now, the best part about this one is the whole 4 News Now sports team will be there. Sydney Berger will join me at our 5 p.m. show, and then she'll have more at 6. I'll bring post-game coverage on Nightside. Tip-off at Beasley Coliseum tonight at 6. Cannot wait for this one. Should be a blast down in Pullman. And that's all for sports this morning. Tune in tonight for more on the Cougs and the Zags.
Is it okay that I cheer for both teams?
I know. Just have fun. I hope it's a good game.
It will be. It's now 6:28.
Well, President Trump is paving the way to make IVF treatments more affordable. His new executive order to aiming help grow families, that's coming up next.
Plus, food vendors in Coeur d'Alene are not happy, paying thousands of dollars for a spot at an event that didn't happen. They want their money back. A look at the ongoing dispute and what needs to happen to resolve it when we come back. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Naya Rivera's former husband speaking out nearly 5 years after her tragic drowning.
We only said goodbye.
Naya Rivera was a massive presence on the hit Glee, a triple threat dancer, actor, and singer. And for her ex and the son they shared, the vacuum Rivera left behind 5 years after her mysterious drowning is just as massive.
What made you decide to talk about this now?
I had a friend who told me she thought I should write a book. And I said, what am I going to write a book about? And she's like, no, I think you could help people like with bereavement or like dealing with loss.
And coming up at 7 a.m., Dorsey sharing about the moment he learned Rivera disappeared and how their son is doing now. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Gutman, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Sonia, Erlene, and Marsha are among the thousands of real women living with metastatic breast cancer doing what they love and taking Ibrance. Ibrance, with an aromatase inhibitor, is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ibrance plus letrozole significantly delayed disease progression versus letrozole alone. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening chest pain, cough, or trouble breathing. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be, all medical conditions you have, and about all the medicines you take. For more information about side effects, talk to your doctor. These are real women taking Ibrance. Ask your doctor about Ibrance.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Every day on telly. Feel the love.
Weekdays at 2.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
When it comes to replacing your windows and doors, you have options. But not all are created equal. Choose Renewal by Andersen. Andersen brand products are rated #1 for quality, durability, and performance. It's no wonder our products are trusted more than Marvin and Pella. Not sure where to start or worried about upfront costs? Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. Research the rest, then go with the best. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
In February, get new equipment installed from Bill's Heating, and you're entered to win 2 tickets to the WCC tournament in Vegas.
Hey, Ben, I make this shot, you have to take me with you to Vegas. Deal?
All right, fine. But you got one shot.
Watch and learn. Okay. All right, 2 out of 3.
Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles, one of the most innovative riff-generating songwriters of the modern rock era, will be live Thursday, March 6th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:32, and the 4 News Now Story Tracker starts with an update from the Vatican.
Pope Francis is fighting pneumonia now. The 88-year-old was already in the hospital diagnosed with bronchitis. This just adds more to his already complex health history. Despite all this, the Vatican says Pope Francis is in good spirits. He slept well last night and even ate breakfast this morning.
Cold weather may have you dreaming of a beach trip, but where do you want to go? TripAdvisor released its annual list of the world's best beaches, and #1 is the Greek island of Crete, followed by Phuket in Thailand. Now, Aruba then rounded out the top 3. And if an international ticket is out of reach for you, don't worry. Siesta Key in Florida came up in 4th place. It's the only U.S. beach to crack the top 10. But take it with a grain of sand. Lists like this are purely subjective, and last year's rankings were vastly different. At this point, I'll take any beach, though. I won't be picky.
Me either.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Today is Wednesday, February 19th. Any sand on the roads for the snow coming? Let's check in with Mark.
Potentially in some of those South Hills, right? In our first alert weather, we do have a fairly nice sky right now. Conditions are okay. We're sitting at 28 degrees. Winds are less than 10 miles an hour. We've seen them up to 13, and we're going to see gusts to 20 at some point in time today. Taking a look at the 4 things we want you to know about. Icy morning side roads, there's no doubt about it. Light snow coming in before noon. It'll be a slush fest this afternoon, and then a warmer, rainy weekend. So a melt off, and some of those small creeks and stuff could start to rise. We're going to see temperatures hovering into the upper 20s throughout this morning. We have 28 in Coeur d'Alene, 9 Mile. You're at 27 degrees. Satellite and radar, yeah, we've got that snow building in, and we're going to start to see that really work its way into us by mid-morning. Expecting an inch or so. It's going to change over to rain-snow mix, so just be aware of that. Our forecast today, yeah, we're going to see it roll in. We're going to have that light snow, then rain-snow mixed with a high today of 35 degrees.
Mark, thanks. Well, there's a public hearing in Olympia yesterday on legislation to change Washington's state flag.
The discussion raised questions about whether the green banner with the state seal best represents Washingtonians and whether a new flag is a priority lawmakers should focus on right now. House Bill 1938 would establish a committee to oversee the process of designing and adopting a new flag. The committee would take submissions and feedback from the public throughout the process. By July 2028, they would have to unanimously adopt one design and work with the legislature to create a referendum for Washingtonians to vote on a new flag. Any future redesigns would also need to go through a referendum process. Supporters say the current design is difficult to reproduce and blends in as one of many state flags that's just a seal with a solid background. One man drew comparisons to when the city of Bellingham got a new flag in 2017, saying initial pushback to the new symbol later became embraced from the community.
Now it's become this incredibly popular, ubiquitous symbol of the community that appears on murals and sculptures, on the side of our garbage trucks, baked into cookies, and even tattooed on citizens. And that's the kind of a flag we deserve to have in Washington.
Now, critics of the measure question whether a new flag should be a priority for lawmakers, given the state's budget shortfall and other issues. They also see a potential flag redesign as an affront to George Washington and his significance as a national hero.
No other state is named after a president. We are also the only state to display a person with such significance. President Washington has been flown powerfully over our state for more than 100 years. Let's not be the generation responsible for ripping him off of that sacred place.
The bill would not change the state's seal that is found on the flag, government documents, and other official places. Now, the bill is scheduled for a vote out of committee tomorrow afternoon. However, Democratic leadership in the legislature said redesigning the flag is not a top priority right now and doubted how far this bill could actually move this year.
Food vendors in Coeur d'Alene want their money back after they paid for spots at a concert series that never happened.
The Live After 5 concerts were canceled in 2024 because the concert promoter didn't make payments to the city of Coeur d'Alene. Derek Strom spoke with vendors and the city about how this could all be resolved.
Vendors in Coeur d'Alene say they gave thousands of dollars to a concert promotion business run by Tyler Davis to secure their spots at a concert series that was never held. Now they hope there's a way to get their money back from the concert promoter.
I'm not a crook. If I was, I certainly wouldn't be here in front of you. I've got the best intentions in mind.
That's Tyler Davis at a city council meeting earlier this month. Davis had a contract with the city for the Live After 5 concert series in 2024, but told the council a perfect storm of issues meant he couldn't hold up his end of the deal.
That year was just a crazy epiphany of really crummy weather, walking in with underfunded season. And this, the first three events out, we lost anywhere between $5,000 to $8,000.
Los Brazos Mexican Grill paid for a spot at the concerts. The owner says they were never reimbursed after the concerts were canceled, and they want their fellow small businesses to be heard, voicing their frustration to the city council tonight.
Honestly, we're not looking to get the money back at this point now because it's been too long. I'm honestly just here talking about it to bring awareness to the situation, and we know that a bunch of small business did get it taken advantage of.
The city council here is not sure if they even want to get involved in this dispute between small businesses, and they're not sure that there's anything they can do to help those businesses.
It's just that, we have limited government here, and there's only so much we can do. We don't want to be weighing in on neighbor-to-neighbor disputes or business-to-business disputes. I'd like to see us keep hands off, but we do care, and we do want to help. If there's something we can do, I'm hoping we can do it.
In Coeur d'Alene, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Well, President Donald Trump signed a new executive order aiming to expand access to IVF and make it more affordable. The order says it wants a focus on addressing current policies that make the treatments too expensive. The White House says as many as 1 in 7 couples trying to have a baby right now are unable to conceive. The cost per IVF cycle ranges from $12,000 to $25,000, and it's often not fully covered by health insurance. Policy recommendations would be developed and then submitted in the next 3 months. A woman from Savannah, Georgia, is suing a fertility clinic she used to help get her pregnant.
She claims staff workers implanted the wrong embryo in her, and she gave birth to a baby that was not biologically related to her. Christina Murray is suing Low Country-based coastal fertility specialists. The 41-page lawsuit says when she gave birth in December 2023 after undergoing IVF at Coastal Fertility, the child was black, while Murray and the sperm donor she chose were both white.
I would have strangers approach us in public and ask whose child I had. I kept his life as concealed as I could out of protection for him.
After a 5-month custody battle, Murray says she was forced to give the baby to his biological parents. At a news conference, her lawyer says they're still trying to figure out how it all happened. A statement from Coastal Fertility reads in part, "The same day this error was discovered, we immediately conducted an in-depth review and put additional safeguards in place to further protect patients and to ensure that such an incident does not happen again." Murray says to this day, she does not know what happened to the embryo that belongs to her.
A wild, heartbreaking story.
To have that baby for 5 months and to grow it before in your body is incredible.
Wow. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:40.
All right, so we are checking in with Mark.
Here's the bottom line. Usually we do not have...
Oh my gosh.
I know. A lot of clear sky when we have snow inbound. Well, take a look. That's all going to change in the next couple of hours. Your full forecast is coming up.
And still to come on Good Morning Northwest, some big changes could be coming to I-90 in North Idaho, hoping to ease traffic congestion. What the state's looking to do and why not everybody's on board. That's next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters, and every path leads to new possibilities.
Well-qualified buyers can get 3.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado HD when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $1,000 cash allowance. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Fred's Appliance and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. On March 28th, bring your old tattered flag to any Fred's location, and in exchange, you'll receive a new flag with help from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. Let's thank veterans and military families who are serving.
Fred's Appliance is proud to partner with 4 News Now for the Great American Flag Swap. We honor the sacrifices of our military families and veterans. Visit Fred's Appliance today, trusted for over 60 years, where we sell appliances, only appliances.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room, it should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Hey Raptors, we want to rent these 2 chairs for the winter. We're kind of out on being cold this year.
Glad you dig it here, but this really isn't a vacation rental sort of place.
We hear ya, but what if we put on Raptor suits and then suddenly there are 4 of us? Yeah, we'll be your nieces, Layla and Kinley. I'm Kinley, the Raptor, and I love burgers.
I love it! Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Not so sure we're gonna pull this off.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:43 in North Idaho news this morning. The state of Idaho wants to add more lanes on I-90 between Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene over the next 4 years. It'll be nearly a $200 million makeover. Construction is expected to begin late this spring on that stretch of freeway from Highway 41 to Highway 95. Now, the goal here is to make getting through the Rathdrum Prairie area smoother and quicker. To achieve that, the Idaho Transportation Department is widening the freeway and bridges and making the on and off ramps longer. The state says these improvements will help make this stretch of the road easier and safer to navigate.
We have a lot of space in the inside median of the highway, so most of that expansion is going to happen inward rather than outward, just to minimize impacts on neighboring properties, residential homes, businesses, things like that.
But not everyone is on board with this plan. Neighbors along the I-90 area there worry that loud traffic they hear will get even worse. The project is fully funded through Governor Brad Little's Leading Idaho initiative.
Well, good morning, 6:44. The sun is going to be up officially in 4 minutes. Here's your 10-second takeaway. Light snow changing over to a rain-snow mixed. We have those side roads. We want you to take it easy. Main arterial's looking pretty good. But again, that light snow coming in, 35 the high today.
We now know what will take over the old Macy's location at Northtown Mall. It'll be the first Ashley Furniture store and outlet in the Inland Northwest, and it'll be one of the largest in the world at 101,000 square feet spread across 3 floors. The former Northtown Macy's closed 4 years ago. Ashley anticipates the store will create 30 jobs. It's set to open at the end of this year.
Furniture outlet, too? That's nice.
It is now just about 6:45.
Well, this month is Black History Month, and it's taking center stage. Allison Martinez is live to explain how some local groups are joining in on the movement.
This weekend, a local event will feature multiple businesses, history, and culture. I'll tell you how you can join coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's the Hard Knocks Life. Broadway's favorite orphan is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. Don't miss Annie in an all-new production for the whole family, and just when we need it the most.
Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
If it warms you up, cools you down, connects you, entertains you, if it fries it, freezes it, cooks it, curls it, dries it, washes it, lights it. With humble beginnings in Airway Heights and Cheney, we're now also serving Northern Idaho. And when electrical is the problem, you need Holiday. Fixed Rider is free. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
If you're a dog owner like me, you want to make sure that your pup's food is safe. I'm Natalie Grant, and this is Winnie. From fresh to freeze-dried, what's the best choice for your pet? And how do you make sure it's not potentially dangerous? That's tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Grammy-nominated Joe Bonamassa, hailed as one of the world's greatest guitar players. Blues rock titan Joe Bonamassa, performing live on August 5th at BECU Live at Northern Quest. Tickets on sale now at northernquest.com. Joe Bonamassa. Every show is a new experience.
Experience unparalleled comfort and restful sleep with the Z-Cliner by FlexSteel. A scientifically proven bed alternative designed with your sleep in mind. Built with FlexSteel's patented blue steel spring for exceptional comfort and support. Featuring high-performance fabric and pressure point relief zones, the Z-Cliner is the perfect family chair by day and the best place for a restful sleep by night.
Welcome to Parker Toyota, the Toyota Truck Center of the Northwest. Our inventory has never been better with a huge selection from stock to fully customized trucks.
And now you can choose between a gas or hybrid powertrain. So whether you're looking for great MPGs or a 12,000-pound towing capacity, we have the truck for you.
Check out the all-new Toyota Tacoma and Tundra at your locally owned Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's 6:48. February is Black History Month, a time to celebrate the achievements of African Americans throughout time.
Now, some of those achievements happened right here in Spokane with icons like Carl Maxey and Francis Scott. Allison Martinez is live in studio this morning to explain how you can pay tribute to those leaders and others here at home.
In Spokane, the Carl Maxey Center is a vital voice in our community that acknowledges the perseverance, activism, and strength our Black community has shown for generations. Amos Atkinson Jr. says he celebrates this community not just this month, but year-round. From the early pioneers who built businesses and churches in Spokane to civil rights leaders who have left a lasting impression on the city.
And so it's important that we celebrate Black history so people can understand about our heritage, where we're going, and how can we get there as one.
This Saturday, the Carl Maxey Center is hosting their annual Black Business Expo at the MLK Center. The event has only continued to grow since its very beginnings. You can find more details about this event and what you need to know to attend on carlmaxeycenter.org. Reporting in studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks so much. Your time right now is 6:49.
Yeah, let's talk about the weather. We have some snow inbound. Already some folks getting it.
Yeah, we're going to see that light snow. It's going to add an inch or so, then change over to rain-snow mix. For those of you heading down to Pullman tonight, or late this afternoon, really, to get to Beasley Stadium, you are going to see not only a line of cars, a lot of people going down there, but you're going to have some fresh snow in some areas. We see this light snow that's building in, and we're not expecting a lot out of this. Again, an inch or less. 35 degrees the high today. That snow will then turn to rain this afternoon, where some east winds gusting 20 miles an hour, 31 for the overnight low. 28 at the airport currently, 30 into Deer Park. As we look at what we can anticipate, it's going to be that light snow changing over to rain snow mix this afternoon, and then we're going to see some light snow again overnight, not adding to the totals much, and then we're going to have some pretty fair weather for the weekend. We're going to have 39 Friday and low to mid 40s over the weekend. All right, the Extreme Team, all eyes will be on Maddie's Place tonight as we have our reveal night a day early. We get that. We want to show you, first of all, Bargreen Ellingson giving us pots, pans, dishes, the mitts. And that picture is so nice and well lit because we have brand new lights from Mountain States Electric and Stoneway Electric. They donated the lights. Mountain States put them in. Bruce just texted me and said, why is it that every project becomes my favorite? And he goes, it's probably because of those babies. Well, these aren't babies. They're grown men. But this is Swanson Refrigeration. They're the ones that did our walk-in, of course, Gold Seal Plumbing. We thank you. Hey, we're going to have more coming up. Your morning sprint is next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
The Wild is calling, and Wendell Ford has the answer.
Get behind the wheel of the new F-150 Wild Edition. Built for power and ready for any adventure. Starting at $399 per month.
Or take on the outdoors with the Bronco Sport Wild Edition. Built tough, rugged, and perfect for your next getaway. Only $299 per month.
Or go electric with the F-150 Lightning with 0% for 72 months. Plus almost $15,000 in incentives and discounts.
Your next adventure starts at Wendell Ford at the Y on North Division.
Drive for generations.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
BECU was happy to award the People Helping People Award to Feast World Kitchen.
The mission of Feast World Kitchen is to elevate and empower former refugees and immigrants. We use international food as the platform for people to build skills and share their culture with Spokane.
You don't even have to travel to a different country. You just come here, experience the food.
BECU is just really proud to partner with Feast World Kitchen as they further the mission in Spokane.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
The staff here is so friendly.
It's the best in the Northwest.
It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
The central dog wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
My car is a big investment for me, and so if I want it done right, I take it to Car Wash Plaza for the touchless wash.
Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
Find a location near you at carwashplaza.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
Mark Peterson tracking our next round of snow coming in.
And we got Allison Martinez in studio with details on how you can celebrate Black businesses at the Carl Maxey Center's annual Black Business Expo. But first, we're going to start with updates on a deadly crash that we first brought you last night near Colville. Highway 395 is back open this morning. It was closed 15 miles south of Colville for several hours last night due to that crash. As we reported, one woman died when her car hit a semi on Highway 395. Washington State Patrol says 49-year-old Dana Wilkins of Deer Park was heading north when she crossed into oncoming traffic and hit that semi. She was not wearing a seatbelt and died on the scene.
As we look at the incoming weather, the snow that we're going to be seeing, it's getting close. It's going to take a while to load in, and we'll see it by mid-morning. We're going to see maybe an inch out of this, and we're going to see a little more than that in the West Plains. It'll mix with rain and snow this afternoon with a high of 35.
State of Idaho wants to add more lanes on I-90 between Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene over the next 4 years. It'll be a nearly $200 million makeover. Construction is expected to begin late this spring on the stretch of freeway from Highway 41 to Highway 95. The goal is to make getting through the Rathdrum Prairie smoother and quicker. To achieve that, the Idaho Transportation Department is widening the freeway and bridges and making the on and off ramps longer. The state says these improvements will help make this stretch of road easier and safer to navigate.
Well, there's a public hearing in Olympia yesterday on legislation to change Washington's state flag. The discussion raised questions about whether the green banner with the state seal best represents Washingtonians and whether a new flag is a priority lawmakers should focus on right now. House Bill 1938 would establish a committee to oversee the process of designing and adopting a new flag. By July of 2028, they'd have to unanimously adopt one design and work with the legislature to create a referendum for Washingtonians to vote on this new flag. The bill is scheduled for a vote out of committee tomorrow afternoon.
A budget-friendly option to fly will soon return to Spokane Airport. Frontier Airlines returns to the area May 20th with direct flights to Denver being offered 3 days a week.
Well, pet owners always want the best when it comes to feeding their four-legged friends, and with so many choices out there, how do you even know what the best for your pet is? Consumer Reports put 58 popular dog foods to the test, trying to answer an important question: is the food you're feeding your dog safe? What did their investigation and tests reveal, and which are the best foods to feed your dog? You can find out all that information in the special read tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
We now know what will take over the old Macy's location at Northtown Mall. It'll be the first Ashley Furniture store and outlet in the Inland Northwest, and it'll be one of the largest in the world at 101,000 square feet, spread across 3 floors. The former Northtown Macy's closed 4 years ago. Ashley anticipates the store will create 30 jobs. It's set to open at the end of the year.
February is Black History Month, and several events are happening around our region to celebrate the voices of Black people in our community. This weekend, the Carl Maxey Center is hosting its annual Black Business Expo at the MLK Center. This event is this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
President Donald Trump signed a new executive order aiming to expand access to IVF and make it more affordable. The order says it wants a focus on addressing current policies that make the treatments too expensive. The White House says as many as 1 in 7 couples trying to have a baby are unable to conceive. The cost per IVF cycle ranges from $12,000 to $25,000, and it's often not fully covered by health insurance. Policy recommendations would be developed and then submitted in the next 3 months. And for updates on Trump's new executive order on these IVF treatments, tune in to Good Morning America.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather right after this. A beautiful sunrise you're looking at as we check out One Spokane Stadium, snow covered. We'll be back right after this.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, we've got money answers for people with batrachophobia. Honestly, same. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings. See your local GMC dealer.
Spring arrives early at the Spokane Home and Yard Show. Join us February 27th through March 2nd at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center, presented by Jim Custer Enterprises.
Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
All right, good morning, everybody. There is, again, the snow that's been hanging out for a while. Fresh snow is going to be coming in, and we're going to see that move in by mid-morning, so be it. Oh, look. That's Jen with Horizon Credit Union and me holding beautiful babies. Stop it. Oh, get that off of there. There we go. We're going to see mid-30s, going to be rain, snow mixed. It's going to be one of those days. Slippery roads as you're heading out this morning. Refreezing overnight. Tomorrow, 37 and dry. 39 on Friday, and then low to mid 40s over the weekend with rain and snow into the higher elevations. That's called good skiing.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
We'll see you throughout the morning on GMA.